Thank you for watching Chittarupa Yoga and Fitness. I'm Laura Wilson, and I teach you ways to modify exercises so that everybody can work out. Welcome to a total body stretch. This is going to be seated. You can do this in a chair. If you prefer, I have a link below to some all chair stretches if you don't want to get on the floor, but this is going to be a floor workout today. This one is perfect to do after you've done another workout, got your body nice and fired up and warmed up. So be sure to check some of the links below for some other workouts that get your body nice and fired up. We are going to do a little flowing warming up for those of you who have not come from something else to this. And hopefully you'll feel totally rejuvenated, worked out, increased flexibility by the time we're done. If you have a mat or a nice comfortable surface that you can sit on, go ahead and get that ready. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and give me a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments below if you want more stretching videos. Let's just begin whatever's comfortable. So if you like to be in easy seat, stay there. If you prefer your legs out somewhere, go ahead and do that. Also, we can put a cushion underneath our bottoms to help lift us up. And just take a few deep breaths. And just notice how our body is feeling right now. And we're going to see how it feels in a few minutes after we stretched it out. So let's just begin to exhale here, come forward. Inhale, roll up. So exhale, concave. Inhale, forward and up. Again, ideally, and this workout is going to be good following another workout, but we're going to warm up enough to make it beneficial. And let's come back and move side to side. Basically, we're going to be holding our stretches for a little bit, stretching the whole body. So I think you'll be okay. Let's switch the front leg and just take this to some easy twisting. And I tell you what, let's do a little bit of core work to really get ourselves warmed up. Let's take it to a boat pose. One or both legs. Lower down, soles of the feet together, take it wide. Let's lift up again, one or both feet. Bring it down. Let's do one more. And what this is doing, if we're squeezing our legs together, we're going to start our first stretch, which we've kind of already been doing. So let's come forward here. We're going to see if we can't combine some stretches together today. So let's come up, give ourselves a big hug. Or we can look at some variation of our eagle arms. I'll stick with this today. Folding forward. You can go further if you want. Let's go ahead and sit up. Keep the feet the way they are, or switch it up for just a moment while we take this arm and press it back. We can press on the tricep from here, or we can reach around and pull on it from behind. So let's come back here, hinging forward, and we'll lift up, giving ourselves that big hug or some variation of our eagle arms, and come forward. All right, let's bring it back up. We'll take that top arm and press back from the front, or pull back from behind. Let's release from there, taking our legs wide. So let's take that forward stretch, hands out, or to our legs, and just see how that's feeling today. And let's lift up. Let's come to an easy seat. We're going to take a side stretch here. So reaching for the ceiling with one hand, bending the other. Let's come up, switch feet, and take it to the other. So this can be used as a nice little pick-me-up, a wake up in the morning, a little pick-me-up in the afternoon. Let's come up and roll our shoulders back. Let's reach our hands back, relaxing our shoulders down. We can even clasp our hands and draw back even further. It's up to you. And since we've already been kind of working upper body here, let's go ahead and stretch out our neck, dropping our ear away, using one or two hands to help that out. Let's come back to the center, start tall, drop it over. And again, just one or two fingers if you want to use your other hand at all. Let's come back to the center. So let's work on our legs a little bit. We tend to sit a lot and not really stretch out these hip flexors much. So let's roll over to one side. I'm trying to decide which side I want to do. I'll come around this way for you. So we're going to come onto our side like this. Most of us will be able to grab our foot and draw the hip back or knee back. But if not, you can always just let your leg rest on the floor and press it back from here until you feel that opening across the front of your thigh. So we're looking for a stretch right here at the part of our hip that closes. We want to see if we can open it up. Remember, you can grab your foot and pull it in. So we're going to keep working on this one leg for a moment. Let's come back up. We've done that part. Now let's do the inner thigh. And we're going to do a forward fold with that leg outstretched. Keep the toes pointing up to the ceiling, so that way you're feeling the stretch all the way down here. And feel free to hold these stretches even longer. The longer you hold them, the more you'll increase your flexibility. So you can always pause here for a moment. Let's go ahead and hit the hamstrings back of the leg. We're going to flex the foot so we get our calves as well. So this is just a forward stretch. See if we can get those muscles to relax and hinge forward a little more. And let's lift up, and we're going to stack this either in front of the other one in easy seat, or we're going to take it to double pigeon or fire logs and hinge forward. If you're in this variation, you'll be feeling that hip a lot more intensely. Outer thigh, down that IT band. For those of you who know what that is. And if you've ever had issues with it, you know what it is. So let's lift up, and we'll take this to the other side. So again, just rolling over onto this elbow, either grabbing this foot and drawing the knee back, or just sliding the leg back as far as it'll go, pushing the hip forward to get that stretch. Wherever we are, we want to breathe. Always want to breathe. Longer. Let's release for now though, unless you want to pause. We'll take this leg out. Again, keep the toes pointing up as we come straight down the center. If we keep rolling that foot up, we'll feel that stretch right here, inner thigh. lift up, bringing that foot straight out to the front, flexing it for sure to get the calf muscle as well as the hamstrings. Breathe and relax. Let's go ahead and sit up, come to that easy seat or that fire log stack of our calves for double pigeon. And when we're ready, we'll fold this forward. So the key is those deep breaths. See if we can get the muscles to relax. Bring this back up and whatever's comfortable for our seat. Let's take it to our arms. We're going to interlace our hands, press our hands out, and then we're going to flip. And maybe even take this overhead. Let's unwind, bring it here, and just let our head rest forward, resting our hands there, not pulling, just resting. Let's release from here, bring your hands forward. Now we're going to switch. Other hand on top. Flip it if you're feeling it. Overhead. Lifting up tall through our spine. And now we're going to unwind. Take it here and lift up. Now let's lift our chin up, letting our head rest in our hands. Stretching the front of our neck without straining our neck. Elbows wide, so we're stretching across our chest as well. And release, hands back down. So now we're going to take nice easy fists to our bottoms. I like to do this next one with our feet like this, but you can stay in easy seat if you prefer. Let's take our hands to our bottoms and begin to traction our spine, lift and open, and maybe even take this to a little back bend. Now stretch our whole body. But let's bring this back to an easy seat and do a slightly different little stretch by twisting around our spine. So just an easy twist here. Feel free to stay here longer if you want. But we'll come back, switch legs, take it tall, other side. Again, stay there longer if you wish. Come back. Let's come back to where we started, closing our eyes and just taking that assessment of how we're feeling. Hopefully we're feeling a bit more circulation, especially if we're doing this fresh out of bed or from sitting in our desks all day or sitting watching TV for a while. This is a nice one to do during those commercial breaks or between shows. So let me know what you think of your total body stretches. There's some more options linked in the description below. Please do subscribe. Ask your friends to subscribe. It's totally free, as you know. Give me that thumbs up. Also helps me out. And let me know, as always, what you think in the comments. I will see you next time.